What is going on, Ada Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed. As a part of today's video, I want to break down all of the details for the upcoming Matera ISPO. Now, first things first, we just saw the conclusion of their SSPO or single stake pool operator vote, in which we're going to see 8 different partners in addition to 7 other partners handpicked by the Matera team. Now, stick around. I've got a special surprise for you guys here as a part of today's video. Now, once we break down the recent voting results, I want to jump into the Medium article, breaking down everything in terms of the beginning and end dates, as well as how many tokens are going to be distributed, followed by 2 types of additional bonuses. One is going to be a time-based or a length-based bonus, and then another one is going to be based off of the Matera NFT collection, which there's actually one of them actively minting right now if you want to go ahead and join in on the ISPO. That said, and without any further ado, if it's your first time hearing about Matera, they're going to be bringing a brand new way to invest in decentralized tokenized portfolios. I've had the pleasure of having Daniel Sampson on the channel to break down everything that this particular protocol is going to be building and bringing over into Cardano. Now, that said, I have had a play around on their testnet as well. Again, I'll leave the link to that particular video down below. So jumping straight into today's content, I want to highlight that the voting was previously live, and it has now actually concluded. So if I jump over into Clarity, if you guys are not aware, the Matera team is going to be collaborating or partnering with Clarity, and they're going to be bringing decentralized on-chain governance or a DAO onto the Cardano network. So what we have here are going to be the initial results following the 8 handpicked partner pools that are now going to be available as ISPO participants or pools that you can delegate to in order to earn the Matera token. Now, before I go any further, I do want to be clear that the Matera team will have their own stake pool, which will have a margin of 99%, which basically means that as a trade-off for your ADA rewards, you'll be able to earn the majority or even more of their Matera token. Now, they do also have 8 partnering pools, which I'm going to highlight, as well as 7 additional partner pools that were handpicked by the team. Now, all of the partner pools will provide you with your ADA rewards on top of the Matera token. However, because you're still getting your ADA rewards, the amount of the MTK or the MTK token that you're going to be receiving will be slightly less. So jumping back over into the Clarity protocol, we have the ADA CT pool, the Kongi or the Kanji pool, followed by Santo, Rumor, RCADA, BBHMM pool, and then the Dev pool. And then I believe last but not least is going to be ADA Star Node. So all 8 of those pools have now been inducted into the Matera ISPO. Again, there's going to be an additional 7 pools here that I'm going to be touching on in just a minute. So voting has officially ended. And again, shout out to all those 8 different pools. Now, in order to have actually voted, you would have had to hold one of the Matera NFTs. I've touched on these before. They've got 3 different NFTs. One is labeled the Matera Black. There was only a handful of those. Now there was also the Matera Blue, which I believe gave you access to about 8,000 or so of their MTKs or Matera token, their governance token. And then most recently, we saw the Matera White NFT sale, in which right now there's about 1,000 currently available with the price of 150 ADA. Now, this will allow for you to earn or to claim 6,450 of the Matera tokens. Now, that said, if you guys want to find out more about these, you can head over to matera.io/CNFT. Now that we've got the introduction out of the way, let's jump into today's article, breaking down all the information and facts surrounding this ISPO. So as it states there on the screen, this will be kicking off on epoch number 451 or on November 27th. Jumping into the actual article itself, it states, "It's with great pleasure that we make this highly anticipated announcement and finally reveal the details of our ISPO or initial stake pool offering. The ISPO will kick off, I believe, on epoch number 451, and it'll last a total of 42 epochs, ending on epoch number 493. In order to qualify, the first snapshot will be taken to anybody who delegates to one of the available stake pools before December 1st at 21:45 UTC. So that said, I will go ahead and leave the link to all of the available pools down below, but I do want to take a moment here to first and foremost thank the Matera team. I was given some really positive news here that I have been selected as one of their 7 partner pools. So for anybody watching this video, if you do want to earn the Matera token between epoch number 451 all the way through 493, feel free to delegate to the official Dapp Central Stake Pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. I'll go ahead as always and leave the link to it down below. Jumping back into the article. Following the tokenomics described in their light paper, they've allocated 90 million tokens to be distributed via their ISPO, which constitutes or makes up 9% of the total supply of the Matera token. Now, as announced previously this month, Matera will partner up with SSPOs or single stake pool operators that will have an active role in distribution of a portion of the tokens allocated for their ISPO. Taking into consideration the amount of interest that was gathered as a part of this ISPO, they were able to select, again, a total of 8 different partners that the community was able to vote on. Now, in addition to the 8 SSPOs that were voted in, the Matera team will be adding 7 additional pools to join them as partners in order to continue distributing the Matera token. So that's exactly where the Dapp Central Stake Pool comes in. Scrolling down, let's break down all of the actual information surrounding the stake pools and then the rewards as well that you can earn by delegating to the ISPO pools. So in the stake pool operated by Matera, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to have their own stake pool that is going to have a margin fee of 99%. Now, delegators will earn the Matera token at an increased rate, but will not receive their regular ADA staking rewards. So that is the trade-off. If you delegate straight to the Matera pool, you're going to earn more of the Matera token. However, you're not going to earn your traditional ADA rewards. Moving down, in total, we're going to see 45 million of the Matera tokens that are going to be distributed as base rewards in the ISPO. Another 36 million will be distributed as bonuses, seeking to reward long-term supporters of the ISPO, as well as large delegators staking with their Matera NFTs. And we're going to get to the bonuses in just a minute. Now, the remaining 9 million Matera tokens will be distributed by their partner SSPOs. In terms of boosts, we have 2 different types of boosts that will be available. The first will be a time-based tier. So the team will basically allow anybody to earn a boost depending on the amount of time that they stake. If you stake for 20 or more epochs or between 20 and 35 epochs, you're going to get a retroactive bonus of an additional 16%. And that minimum that you have to stake has to be at least 1,000 ADA. Now, if you stake for up to 35 and plus more epochs, you're going to receive a retroactive bonus of 32%. And again, that minimum ADA staked is still at 1,000 ADA. Scrolling down, depending on how much ADA you're actually delegating, there is also an additional bonus. So if you're part of tier 1 and you're staking more than 15,000 ADA, you'll get a boost of 8.3%. If you're staking more than 50,000 ADA, you're going to get a boost of 16.5%. And then if you're staking more than 75,000 ADA, you can expect to earn a 25% bonus, again, applied retroactively. Now, they also have another tier here in terms of bonuses for their Matera NFTs. As I mentioned, there's 3 NFTs available. One is the black, one is the blue, and then one is the white. Now, the actual staking will be done in partnership with Vi Finance, which the team has already done some staking with them before. So this is going to follow the same exact structure and the same exact process if you were able to stake before. If you hold the Matera Black, that will earn you an extra 440,000, right? In addition to the original yield, which would have been 1.1 million. If you hold one of the blue NFTs, that's going to earn you an extra 3,500 tokens. And again, that original yield associated with that particular NFT was at 8,800. Last but not least, if you hold the white, which again is still available for minting, that will earn you an additional 2,500 or so tokens, and the original yield is 6,400. So you can add both of those 2 columns and just kind of look across whether you're looking at the black, blue, or white in order to be able to identify exactly what you can expect. Now, there isn't a mistake or typo at the very top there with the black. Those, I believe there's only a handful of them. I think there might be a maximum of anywhere between 4, 5, and 6. So those are extremely exclusive, which is why you get such a big reward or such a big bonus by holding the Matera Black NFTs. In terms of when the actual ISPO rewards will be distributed, it states that right now there are no Matera tokens in circulation, so do be careful. Again, there's a lot of fake tokens out there, a lot of imposters, a lot of people looking to pull liquidity from hard earning projects or from hard working projects within the Cardano community. Now, once they are distributed, they will follow a linear 6-month vesting schedule after their initial liquidity event or their token launch or TGE. So that said, what happens after the Matera, or what happens if the Matera allocated to the ISPO is not distributed in the 42 epochs? Well, any remaining tokens from the 9% allocated to the ISPO that are not distributed after the 42 epochs will go directly towards their liquidity event. So hopefully making some of their liquidity pools a little bit deeper, allowing or facilitating more trades in and out of the ADA/Matera token pair. Now, the very last thing I want to highlight as a part of today's video is the fact that the team will be distributing a bonus on top of all of the other items that I've already mentioned. So you've got the time-based tier, you've got the amount of ADA stake tier, and then you've also got the NFT boost coming towards or counting towards the ISPO. Now, on top of all of those three things, right, there's going to be a 10% bonus going out to the partnering pools. So as a quick example, let's say that for a given epoch, because of the amount of delegation within the Matera pool, they're aiming to distribute 1 million tokens for the members delegated to that particular pool. What they're going to do is take 10% of that particular amount distributed in that epoch, and then actually go ahead and distribute that evenly based on the amount of delegation between all of their partnering pools. So in that example, we would see 1 million of the Matera tokens distributed to anybody delegated within the 99% pool or the pool owned by Matera. And then we would also see 100,000 of the Matera tokens then distributed amongst the remaining 13 partnering pool. So I hope that makes sense. It's just a little bit more of an incentive to make sure that the distribution of the token is fair, but it also incentivizes people to not only join the 99% margin pool, but also join in with the 13 partnering pools. I believe that that will bring me here to the end for today's video. Again, just a brief dive into the recently concluded SSPO vote. Congratulations to everybody that was selected, as well as a deep dive into the actual facts when it comes to the Matera ISPO. If you guys have any questions for myself, again, please leave those down below. If it's your first time stopping by Dapp Central, consider subscribing for more. And last but not least, if you found any of this to be helpful, then please make sure to go ahead and tap that like button. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.